everyone? Welcome back to Satisfactory. I am Megazip. We are finally underway. I had a little issue getting the stream to start, and yeah, but we're here. I know I missed some Twitch streams there. Was having some trouble with the multi-stream plugin, but I'm using it's still Atom, but it's their big OBS sort of overhaul plugin. It's got the multi-stream plugin in it as well. So at any rate, we're finally here on YouTube and Twitch, so hopefully everybody can hear me okay. So I kind of had to semi redo a bunch of the stuff to get this damn thing to work, but we're here. And yeah, so if those of you who saw this on Monday will know that I kind of moved over here to this little spot, but you didn't see this, so I now have the designer over here, so my garage area sort of has a cover on it. Put up a couple of things, put some railing in also, so I don't fall off the platform, because, you know, I'll fall off the damn thing. You know, we are going with that whole unfinished or unpainted style. So everything looks very industrial and whatnot. So pretty excited there. And as you can see in the distance there, I did get power ran over from the power plant. Now, I did bring my, you'll kind of see this. I'll go inside the elevator so you can see it better. I did bring in my blueprint for my power station. So, yeah, I brought it over. And this is the only one, time I ever used it. I'm going to build a new one, and the new one will probably be a YouTube video at some point. But it's right now, it's the only blueprint that I have in here. So it's my power transfer station, if you will. So at any rate, so I moved over here. You can, I did take the space elevator down, but the starter factory is still over there, and we're going to be going back over there in a few minutes. But just kind of have a few things. I got a MAM over here, got that stuff there, got that guy there. I haven't built any factory stuff over here yet, so yeah. Let's go down into I almost call it my bat cave, because it's dark down here. I don't have any lights yet, so. But I did put a container over here so that way I can store just, whoa, it got dark all of a sudden. So I can store some just stuff I have left over. Went ahead and put in one of these just in case I want to dump a bunch of shit and get rid of it. We'll just send it right into the awesome sink. And of course you can see there's the power station right over there. All right, so here's where I am right now, just so you know. Apparently I have a dismantle crate way over there. But we got our power plant set up over this way. And of course I ran into some stuff over there that I marked. So we got a power plant set up. And I actually went in, not only, I didn't just double it, but I increased it a little bit more than that. I have a way of actually reading it. Let me see if I can read it off of this over here. No, it won't let me read it. At any rate, I have over 1,300 megawatts now, so plenty of power for what I got to do. And we do have to do the space elevator. I took the space elevator out because I'm going to move it. I'm going to put it over there. I guess I probably should have went ahead and done that. I got to build a platform first. And I should have enough concrete for this. Let me go back upstairs real quick. I haven't unlocked signs yet to put some lights down there, but as soon as I do, I will definitely do that. Alright, so I'm going to put the space elevator right on top of that space right there. Now, I haven't finished building out the rest of this yet because I'm not sure exactly what I want to put over here. So let's have a nice little staircase. Let's see. I guess for now I'll just put a staircase over here. I'll move it later. Just so I can get up here. So we have a nice flat, kind of flat-ish spot here. So I kind of wanted to use this as my area for the space elevator. I do have to be aware that, you know, the stones, so I might have to go an extra layer up from... Oh shit, I didn't mean to fall off. Let's go back up again. So I might have to go an extra level up depending on how things go. I'm gonna go with concrete on this one, I think. Maybe if I start it on it, maybe I can... Let's sort of start it on it and then move it into position here because I kind of want to take it right off the end here. Yeah, just like that. Sure. There. Now we don't have to worry about the rocks. Okay. So how many did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go one more. And then we'll go this way. Don't need to go quite that far. Kind of like a 6x6. I think that's big enough for the for it. If not, we'll just make it bigger. Well, actually, we'll probably make it bigger anyway, just because of what I'm going to do with the space elevator, so... Hope everybody had a good week so far. For me, it's busy as usual. Now, I did put my stairs right here, so I'll have to take those out. I think I have enough room to set it in here. I'm going to kind of stand in this corner here. Because where I want it, I need to be able to access the... well, let me show you. So the space elevator has these sort of inputs you can see right there. And I want to be able to access those. So I'm going to lock that in place so that way I can at least walk around a little bit and get a sense of scale, right? So, okay. This just kind of gets me a chance to figure out how much farther over I need to go. Okay. Maybe leave one around on each side. What do you guys think? Yeah. I think we'll leave one open on each side. So that means I need to move this over to here. Okay. So probably need to go at least one over. I'm going to go ahead and set this in place. And then we're going to kind of add some additional stuff to it here. Oh, I need more concrete. So this allow me to kind of walk up here and do whatever I need to do. Hey, Chris. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Welcome, welcome. All right, so I need to go get more concrete because, yeah. All right. Well, let me just use up the rest of that. Yeah, it's coming along. I got the, I now have my blueprint machine over there, so. So right now I'm just putting this in place. I want to be able to access these things because they're inputs. Right? Because we're going to have to do some stuff with that. How much concrete do I have? I have 15 left. Yeah, I'm going to go get some more, and then I should be able to finish the rest of this. Safest way down, probably right here. All right. Yeah, we're going to kind of, I'm going to kind of build build it up a little bit. Oh yeah, it's not supposed to be orange. Come on, man, y'all know. We go with the unfinished look around here. There you go. But yeah, we finally got the stream working on both platforms now, so that's good. Got that all straightened out. It was kind of driving me a little bit crazy, but we got it. I don't think I have any concrete in here. Let me see. Before I go through all the trouble. Got plenty of fuel. I know that. Yeah, we're going to have to go get some. So we're going to go back to the base real quick. The starter base, that is. Now, you know, I showed you the power pole at the beginning of the stream here. Well, I now have a power pole over there at the starter base, but it's not plugged into any, it's not plugged into the system yet. Oop, a little too far. So I've been a little bit of a busy bee, if you will. Like I said, I went over to the power plant, and I did this last night, actually. Upgraded the coal node to a Mark II miner. Overclocked it to 270 output, because that is the max speed of the Mark III belt. And I basically put in 18 generators total. So I'm making, I'll share, well, you can't see it here, but let me go over here and I'll show you, because I got the power pole right over there. I did take the generators out because we don't need them anymore. I'm going to be kind of rebuilding this system over here. And I'll kind of explain what I mean by that here in a moment. Once I get the space elevator stuff situated. So you can see we have the power poles. So you'll kind of see I ran a couple of extra poles. So I ran all of the power poles going over to where my place is. And then I ran a couple more last night. And as you can see, from the ground all the way up to here. We now have it. Now, if I had that, this isn't the one with the ladder on it, but if it was, I could get that thing so I could ride the lines if I wanted to. But I have 1,350 megawatts right now, and I'm only consuming, max consumption right now is only just under 200, so got plenty of room to work with. So basically I have a lot of parts to make. And this, the starter base, this sort of starter factory is going to be used for mostly just one part, and that is the smart plates. So, yeah. So right now I need concrete. So let me get 3 loads of it. Why do I have 15 there? There we go. As far as stuff going on in the MAM, to bring y'all up to speed, I unlocked a few more things through here. These are things that are available to me to unlock. I did unlock crystal oscillators, and of course I got the blade runners already. Haven't really been messing with these, although I have plenty of power slugs. I didn't even do that one yet. I'll save that for later. We have mycelia, which I have some back at the back at my base, and I can make different things with them. Got a little bit farther with the Caterium. See, this is the zip line. Yeah, if I use this, I can use that line across those power poles to move around. I don't think I might have only used it once since I've been playing the game. But we have plenty of stuff over here we can unlock at some point. I did finally get another one of these, so I now can make the dimensional depots, which will be good. We'll be doing that at some point. And I also finally found some summer sloops doing some exploration. So we'll eventually be able to do that. At some point, we'll be able to make spawn toilets. It's always fun. And as far as this goes, we're at the point where we can make the bioorganics. I haven't really messed with the rest of the stuff yet. Hard drive wise, I found a bunch of hard drives. I currently have these 2 that I haven't claimed yet. This one has alternate steel rods or charcoal. This one's got steel screws, but which is supposed to be a really good recipe, but I don't even know if I even want it. So I'm just kind of leaving them there. This one I did a rescan and I basically got shit. So it's I'm not claiming either one of those. But I did end up getting some pretty good stuff as a result. So necessarily have a way of showing it. Let me see here. Without having to set anything down. I now have some extra recipes. I have the stitched plates, which we're going to be using, which is pretty cool. And then I've got I've got the good one for steel, which I like. Now over here we're going to be making the smart plating, which as you can see uses the reinforced iron plate. So we're going to be using the stitch plate to make them a little faster. The versatile framework and this one, they both use, well, this one uses steel as part of it, so I'm going to do that somewhere else. Automated wiring, it uses stators. Stators are made, as you can see, from pipes and copper, so these 2 are going to be made somewhere else. So, yeah, if I put in a foundry, let's see, do I have enough to build one just so I can show you? I do. I'm going to set a foundry down here for a second. But I now have the alternate steel ingots, which takes iron ingots instead of raw iron. And we've used this one in a previous playthrough. It's very strong. It makes a lot more steel a little more efficiently. Now, I'm not gonna necessarily worry about the other steel factory yet. I am gonna do something over there, but probably not right away. I might. Well, actually, what I'll end up doing is making it into a steel beam factory specifically. But yeah. So a lot of this stuff I got to move over to the other place. I'm going to be clearing out a bunch of this stuff here a little bit later. Right now, let's get the space elevator thing, the foundation for that finished. Now I am running at Chris. How's the YouTube stream? Is it still the same as Monday? Still running 1440 over there? Okay. And I'm going to assume that Twitch is working okay. Should be still running at what it used to run at. Probably doesn't look quite as good as the YouTube stream, but it's okay. Okay, good. Yeah, it should be running what it ran before, which was 5,000 kbps. And also still running 1080. I don't know when they're supposed to allow affiliates to run 1440 over there, but I heard something about it at the European TwitchCon. I can't confirm or not if that's true, but this is what I've been hearing. Kind of hard for me to do that when I can't see anything. Yeah, here we go. Let's get that one finished. How about get myself out of the way? Go one out. There we go. Moving out of the way here. All right. Taking the same approach with this as I've taken with my own base. Kind of making it look like we sort of built it into the system here. Come on. Damn beans just follow me everywhere I go, I swear. Alright, so now we'll take this. It is, only it's not a good dog. If it was a good dog, it would just stay out of my way. I'm only joshing. Alright, so now we have a nice straight pathway up to here. That's good. We're going to kind of follow a similar theme with some of the architecture I'm working with, but I don't have a lot of that right now, so all right. I don't want to use too much because I didn't bother to get any rods while I was out. All right, so I should have enough to basically walk around the whole damn thing. Except for this side, apparently. All right. There, so I wanted to be able to walk all the way around this because I'm actually going to try feeding into it now. Just something I haven't done before. Now, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be feeding into it yet, but I knew I wanted to get something sort of established. Probably be from this side. And be able to just run straight into it, you know? You know, we don't really have floor holes that work in this situation necessarily. Although I could probably make that work since I haven't done this bottom side yet. Like if I wanted to floor hole that right there. Or run that straight to it. Probably could do that too. And I got enough. So just do this. And then just do a little observation. Oh no, it does not show. Doesn't quite make it. Dang it. I have to go around. So that doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite line up straight. I don't want to go one out from that either, so I could probably load it from this side, maybe. Sort of have it come in and go like that. Let's see. Something like that, maybe? Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Okay, so we can... Here we go. Oh, right. I had that wrong the first time. Don't mind the idiot here. Try this again. That way. Don't mind the idiot. There. And that should be able to handle, because we have a lot of parts that have to be fed in here, right? 25,000 smart plates. That's gonna take a little bit. Now, what I might end up, well, I'll just let you know kind of where my brain's at here. What I'm thinking about doing is putting in, possibly putting in some truck stations to feed these. Maybe. I mean, that would probably be ideal. I mean, 25,000. Especially when the smart plates, I think they only hold like 100 in a stack. That's going to take a bit. So I think what I'll end up doing is maybe putting in some truck stations somewhere over here. And then running those lines straight over to it. So that's sort of the thought process on it. I'm not going to do anything yet because we need to get the actual factories going. So that's what I'm going to focus on now. So here, let me finish this. Yeah, it will definitely take forever. That's for sure. I might actually have to leave the game running while I'm at work. Because it's going to take so long to do. Yeah, so it's going to take a little while, but we're going to get started on the smart plating first, like I said. So I think we have a pretty good deal here. I think this is going to work. Yeah. Anyway, let's we're going to go back to the starter factory and we're going to start rebuilding it. I'm going to have to take a bunch of it down. And I might have to place some storage units over there to move some of the stuff because a lot of those things are full. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be a rough one in the beginning here because I have a ton of shit on me. My truck is mostly empty, which is great because that's what I'm going to be using to transport a lot of that stuff in. But, yeah, I'm going to be moving, and I don't want to take too many things out just simply because... Oh, what am I doing? This is my stuff over here. Because I'm going to need a lot of this stuff. But not everything. Some of it I already have over there, so. Just kind of reducing some of the stuff simply because I have a lot of it over there. There we go. All right. So I am going to be kind of strategically moving stuff around. Because I need to free up some room. So that's like the first thing I want to work on. Is freeing up some space. Oh, another thing that I got. I can't do it right now. I'll be able to do it when we get into tiers 5 and 6. But I got the wet concrete recipe. Which means when I use a foundry, or not a foundry, I think it's a foundry. It's the one that can take liquid and solids. It will let me make a lot of concrete. And there's not far from here, over that way, there's like 3 concrete pure nodes. So yeah, there's gonna be some pretty cool stuff set up. I'm gonna move my truck over here. All right. So I have a bunch of shit that I need to move. Like I have a lot of rods. Okay. And so I'm going to be sort of on it, removing a lot of stuff. I got a lot of this stuff. I'm going to just get rid of it all. Most likely. We'll be tapping off this node. But, or at least I think, yeah, I'll probably be tapping off this node. It's normal, right? Normal node here. And I'm strategically doing this one at a time on purpose, so. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for right now. Actually, yeah. So this still has a lot of wire in it. All right, man. So everything's going to sort of get reset. Now I'm going to be using some of this stuff to make things before just to get rid of it. I'm getting really full right now. See, this thing's completely full. And this is completely almost full. Okay, and these two combined are actually going to make reinforced iron plates. So, yeah, you can see where I'm going with that. I need those for the smart plates. So, let's see. These are the 2 outgoing spots. So I'm going to set it up over here, I think. This is just me kind of getting things out of the way. Because I need to get this stuff made. Because it's going to get used later. So the stitched plates. So we're going to use up all that leftover of these 2. So this one and this one to make those. So I'm going to put a industrial size container, which I don't have very many beams left. I might have to go get some. Now it only outputs at 5, so I'm not too worried about that. So we'll just do a normal plate. Okay. I don't know why I keep coming back up here. I don't need to come up there to get over there. I'm going to be tapping into the power early for some of this stuff. So I have this pole here, but I'm actually going to be putting a pole over here. A Mark II pole. Oh, and I need Caterium for that. Damn. All right. So I'm going to get this one started. Remember, these are the plates right here. Now, they feed in at 18 and 37, so I don't need anything drastically fast here. But I do need some of this. So... what kind of weird, funky bullshit is that? That's fine. Don't very much care if it does that. Because these are going to get moved anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so I'm going to probably move those over here. And I will tap off of these as needed, so just take a... actually, you know what? I don't need to. I can just make a bunch. I have so much over here already. So those are going to start feeding in, and they're going to start producing. Now, since I have the power, we're going to have them go faster. And apparently the wire has to go faster, so... there. So I can handle the speed. So I did end up with a ton of crap on me, so... let me see. Oy vey. Let me create... I kind of... no. I'm going to put something over here just because I'm going to... I have a bunch of this stuff and I just need to get rid of it. So I'll just make something with it. I need rods. How funny is that? I've got plenty of rods. Let's grab a stack there. Okay. Just need this stuff to feed. Whoa. And we'll just put one on this side. It's funny. I thought I had that lined up, but I didn't, apparently. There. That's just to kind of get some of that stuff out of there. Let's see. I don't need any of that. Honestly, I don't need any of this either. Whole lot of wire. I'll keep that though. Mr. Bean. Alright, so we need to get rid of, not rid of, just move. I don't need that anymore, do I? So, just going to move all of this over. And just put it over here for right now. Okay. There, so if I need any wire for anything, I know where to go. Alright, so we've got a lot of this stuff. So we need to move that too. So let's create another one of those. Put it on top. So it's just a lot of moving around and stuff. The objective is to just get all of this stuff moved. So what'll end up happening is the bigger one over there is going to be retrofitted to just make the rotors, and then we're going to use the copper and iron over here to make the reinforced iron plates, just like what I'm doing right over there. And then we can get a whole bunch of those smart plating machines done. You know, I wanted to see if I can get. When I did it last time, I had 3 of them running. I want to see if I can get more than 3 of them running this time. So I mostly wanted to see, you know, I wanted to get this stuff cleared first, and that way I can build up a surplus of those reinforced iron plates. Because these things will probably drive the plating in the beginning. So this has rotors in it. So we do have a set of rotors already, which is good. Now this I don't need. Get rid of that. Now this is making concrete. And we have a full thing of concrete. Mostly full. So that's going to be good. We're going to move that over there too. So I'm also going to be putting in a truck stop right over here. And I'll probably create an extra truck that will be taking the smart plates from here over to the space elevator. So you can see why, you know, I wanted to do the truck stop. So we're going to be doing that. I'll be setting up a path and everything. So it'll be kind of my first experimentation with pathing. You know, being that that's the new, that is sort of the new thing in the game. So we're doing some vehicle pathing, which will be fun. Figuring that out. Oh boy, I don't have a lot of room here. Let's get rid of some stuff. So I don't need all of these. Get rid of this little bit of wire. The raw stuff. And this is a pure node, and this is not. So this one will be upgraded to a Mark II, so that way they can both compete, be able to work at the same time. So that's sort of the objective to that. But I'm going to be clearing out some space and, you know, trying to be very strategic with the positioning of everything. That's why I want to kind of get this out of the way, because I don't need, don't really need this over here right now. I got plenty of concrete to last me for a little bit, so. All right. Back to being almost full again. All right. Let's go over here and sort of fill this up. And then take that much. Okay. And all the sheets over here I'll probably be using for running belts and stuff. So I have all these rods too that I need to do something with. So let's build another container. All right, so let's check on the progress of the reinforced iron plates over here. Looking good. Now, I do have a bunch over here. I'm going to go ahead and take these, because we're going to be, like I said, reconfiguring everything over here. So think that will do. All right, so now that we kind of got that situated, let's go up here. All right, so these need rods and screws, okay? And these need screws and plates, so this is going to switch from this over to the other. So we're going to be doing rotors on both. Oh, it doesn't need quite that many, but we'll go ahead and load it up. I'll probably need some, so let me do that. Yeah, that's a good start. How many over here? Okay. It didn't have anything on it anyway. Okay. So we don't actually need plates over here anymore. I don't know why I necessarily just did that, but it's fine. I'll just leave that there. So right now, these things we're making rods. These are making plates. So takes in 30, makes 20. So we switch this over to rods. Takes in 30. Leaves 30. So there's that. That should be good now, right? So we have 60 here. So maybe I should have left that over there, huh? Put that back on there. Now those come in from there. Actually, let's do that. I'll do a Mark II instead of a Mark I. Just trying to get over here. There we go. Man, how do I get myself stuck in these damn spots here? All right, there's that. I'm gonna drop down for a second. Okay. All right, I think that's all I really needed to do over here, right? I think so. Now I am going to switch over to, I am going to fix the storage, I think. I think I might have the storage going to the same storage box. But maybe not. So. And then all I got to do is turn this on. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking about maybe having, I guess they don't necessarily need to. They can feed they can each feed two sets. I suppose. Let's see. What is the... Let's do that. So making the smart plating for rotors, it's 2 a minute. 2 and 2. That's how that works. If I double it, it'll make 4. Mr. Bean, always in the way. Alright, so I suppose bring that down. Well, I'll bring it down over here. Okay. For right now, I'm going to have this feed into... I can't have it feed into that one. I'll have to feed it into a regular one for right now. It's unfortunate, but I got to go back over to get some more of those, so... And for right now, we'll just feed this directly over into that. And we'll just have it make 1 for now. Now I'm going to take 4 of those. There we go. This thing's starving for rods. They should start catching up soon. Oh yeah. That one's definitely feeding in really nice. Yeah, they're starting to come in now. Very nice. So at least we're getting started. Like I said, this is going to take a while. Ideally, this is not really the setup that I want to have for this. It's just kind of what I'm doing for the moment. So I kind of want to put... I kind of don't like the way that this one's feeding. I kind of want to have it like right next to it. Maybe. Actually, I'm going to stop this for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this for a minute. I'm gonna let it finish building, and then what I want to do is I want to move it down, because I want to split this. And what I'll do is I'll run a I'll sort of run this around so it can feed two. I want to feed 2 machines here. But I'll let that go ahead and finish itself out, I think. I don't know. I could move this back. I could go with a different sort of line here. Yeah, it probably still needed it. I could move this back, maybe change the trajectory of the way this works. Maybe I'll do that. I'll have it hold on to that for right now. No, do the same thing over here. So... Okay. I can have it do that, and so this will actually make it work better. Damn it, Bean. I need to go down lower. Is that low enough? I don't think it's low enough. I know, right? Go home, Bean! Alright, let's... There, so now I have more than enough room to split, right? So I can take these, and now I can split between them. I don't like that pole though, so I'm going to move the pole. Need to move the pole. Whoops, why did I do that? There we go. So I can feed this one directly into that. So let's do this. Let's go up, over, up, over. That. Put in a splitter. And do that. Now this one, I'll preload it with a bunch, so that way we have some. This one's already going good. Now. There. There we go. Take 100 out. Drop 100 in. Probably should have put a power pole over here, huh? This one feed in. All right. So far, so good. Assuming almost 300 megawatts. Still got plenty. Now I still have a whole bunch of them in here. And I want to do the same thing here that I just did right there. Because I gotta get ready to set this stuff up for the reinforced iron plates. So this one's technically already set up to do this. It's right there. Find out how good I am here. I'll keep that many. Okay. All right. So this is where the fun begins. Because that's going to feed into also. And we'll be able to get 4 of these going. I guess that's better than nothing, right? I could probably get even more going. Hey man, what's happening? Right now, this is the starter base area, and we are working on smart plating. 'Cause I need 25,000 of them. I have a bunch of leftover materials from here and here, so I'm got a makeshift deal going over there, using the alternative recipe, making reinforced iron plates. Just trying to use up what I have left over there. And now I'm getting ready to build one over here. Because I have one set of rotors here. I have a whole nother set over here that's being made off of that one over there. So pretty sure it's producing enough to handle these. So 8. I need 8 per minute. Let's see. How many am I making up there? Let's see. I transferred these over from making plates to making rods to support this one. Alright, how many am I making? Whoa. So I'm only making 4, so I probably need to double the speed on this thing. The only problem is it can't support that many rods per minute, so that's not going to work. So we can settle for 6. Yes. I think I'm going to have to go with... Yeah, I gotta stick with the limitations of my belt right now. Mark II belt. Yeah, so I'm using the alternate recipe for the reinforced iron plate. I don't have the alternate recipe for these right now, unfortunately. Yep, so that's what I'm doing with these. With the reinforced iron plate recipe. Yeah. Which is what I'm getting ready to build over here. Yeah, if I had an alternate for making rotors, I would, but I don't. I only have the one. So I'll show you. So I only have the one. But I have the stitched iron plate, so that's good. All right. Just trying to figure out which direction I want to do this here. Because I need to, this is going to be feeding, right? So I've got plenty of these. I may need to slow this down because I can't do 4 per minute. I got to make reinforced plates too. I feel your pain, right? I'm going to drop this down to 3. Because I don't have the rotor speed to handle more than that right now. I didn't even check. How many do I have in here right now? Oh, okay. Yeah, so, like, I'm using a whole bunch of leftover parts to make them right now. When I got the stitched iron plate, I was pretty happy. Yeah, I have, here are the only other hard drives that I have. I have steel rods, which I'm not going to use. I'm sure it's a good one, but I'm probably not going to use it. But I haven't respun it yet. There's the steel screws, but again, I don't think I'm going to use it. If I get the right recipes, I'll never have to use screws again. So I just have the regular screw recipe at the moment. So I have those two. I could respin those. Rescan them. I just hadn't decided yet if I wanted to try to rescan these or not. I don't really think this is very viable simply because there's a lot more iron nodes than there are coal nodes. So I don't really see this being a thing. But I don't know. I don't really know that much about some of the, I know some of the alternate recipes that I like, but I don't know that much about these. Which is why I haven't done anything with them yet. Alright, so we're going to be building the same thing over here, so... Oh, man. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get that over here. Because the nodes are literally right in front of me here. I don't really want to have them go that way. I honestly only need to have one, right? These are 3 per minute, so I only need 6 per minute. What is the rate that this thing runs at? 11. So I only need one of these to run the other side, which only feeds at 30 and 75, which isn't a lot. What biome? I'm in the, what is this, the northern forest? It's up north. The northern forest biome, right over by the painted desert? Like the regular desert's over here, so I'm in the northern area. And then you have the other partial deserty thing on this side. But my home is actually over there now. I moved my hub over there and the space elevator over there. So I'm kind of moving back and forth there. You know, the more I think about this, the more I feel like I could probably, I don't know. How much am I feeding right now? I have 3, so I'm feeding 6, I'm making 11. Wow, you know, I could almost just rely on this to actually do all the work for me. Because they're right there. Okay, what happens if I increase this to 250%? So that feeds in 4, and that feeds in, oh, okay. And now I make 14. Well, I guess I only need the 1, so I can do 2 more machines right here, and these will just feed those. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. So I guess I'm just gonna feed these 2 bins right here. I'm running 60 per minute, so let's just get it going. Let's kind of get it up there, get it lined up, and then move it forward. 1, 2. And the factory became bigger. Well, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting situation here. You'll see what I mean in a moment here. Logistics, splitter. Okay. Make it iron. Iron. Now, how much is that feeding in? Get out of here! Damn bean is always in the way. So 46, so great. That'll be perfect because I'll be producing more than that. Because these make, oh, they make 30 and, okay, 40. 40, 40, 40. Okay, yeah. We might be doing baby overclocking. 46. Okay. Oh, that's going to be great. That's going to work out just fine. So, logistics. Good. Let's do a merger right here. That feed in. Plates. Plates, okay. So I need these to produce just a little bit more. So let's have them make 23 a minute. So 34 and a half. Okay. $34 and a half. So I need these producing 35. Funky. Okay, so these are producing 35, which means this needs to produce 70 instead of 60. Okay. See, it all works out, right? All right. So we'll put our pole here. One there. One there. There. Now I just need to get power to right there, which we will in a moment. Okay. So that one was pretty straightforwardly easy. So this one we need to feed 90, basically 94 a minute. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. This is a pure node over here, so shouldn't be any issues there. Don't need anything more than a Mark II or Mark 1 miner. And need a couple smelters. Okay, lock it in. Move it out. One parallel to it. Both of these are making copper. 30 for 30. 30 for 30, starting it off. So, what's everyone up to? Now, right now, this thing's producing at 120, so we're going to downgrade this, but I'll worry about that in a moment. All right, so let's get in our first constructor there. And we have the I do have iron wire. I did forget about that. I do have that recipe, but we don't really need it right there. 15. So I need this to actually go to 30. So, which produces 60 a minute. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, we don't have to have it do that. We can downgrade. Remember, I need 90. How much do I need? I'm sorry, I already forgot the damn numbers. I need 90. let's say 94 or 95. So 94. I went to the office today for whiskey happy hour at the end of the day. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So 95 divided by 2, so 47 and a half is the output I need. 47.5 means we need a 2375 or a 24 per minute. Actually, let's copy that. Oh, of course the power pole's in the way. Ain't that some shit? Okay. 47 and a half, so 47.5. Oh, man, I'm going to run out of these things. 47.5 means 47.5 on that end. I needed 2. Okay. I think I have some more stuff to make those with. Let's see. Do I have any more power shards? I do. Run out of... using up a lot of power shards lately. Yeah, we had a ribbon cutting ceremony at our office on yesterday, actually. And y'all might have caught it if you're here locally. It was on Fox 4 News. But yeah. Alright, so anyway, so copy. Paste. Boom. So 47. So basically I need 95 output. Oops. So this gets downgraded to 95. So there you go. All well and done. So now we just need to get power and get going here. Got a nice power pole right there. I'll take the one over here instead. And take it right there. Take it right there. And do that. Now though, yeah. Well, that is good. Hey, Proto, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so this... Give me just a moment here. Really? Well, let's hope that works. Feel like going back to math school trying to count all these items in the storage. I just can't math. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little bit of a mind bender. Let's update this to a Mark II. Mark II. Mark II. There we go. That'll keep it filled. Might help if I turn it on, I guess. You know, what's messed up is I still have to put 2 more of these in. Oh my god. I need at least 2 more shardy things. 1 more. Do I have enough for 1 more? These are my leftovers. Thank you. Do I have any, or am I going to have to go back to my other base to get them? I'm going to have to go back to the other base because I don't have enough. Turning it on is important. It is. It's very important. All right, I got to go back to the other base for a minute, or go back to my home base so I can get some more power shards. Roadkill! Wah! That's what happens when you get in the way. Peanut ain't got nothing on me, man. To the Bat Cave! All right. See? Got plenty. I got plenty of power shards. What are you talking about? I got plenty of power shards. Well, it would be appropriate if I called it the Zip Cave, but I did say Bat Cave for that split moment. You know, I kind of wish I had the old was it 50s or 60s Batman sound effects. That would have been perfect for that moment. I'll have to look for it. I am doing a lot of manufacturing over here. However, I am going to be putting in a truck stop for all of these smart plating, and I still have to do that part. The pow? No, not the pow effect. The transition effect. You know that da 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 da. Na 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 na. Close enough? Yeah, you're probably right. All right. just trying to figure out what angle I'm going to be able to do this at, because I have to be able to do at least 2 of these. And I didn't really think it through when I put all that in. Boy, that is probably not going to work. Because I need to get 2 more of these machines made, because right now I'm making smart plating. Oh, and they're only in groups of 50. Oh my god. That all the weird angles for machine placements? Yeah, something like that. These guys should be keeping up pretty good. Well, heck. I gotta figure out the right spot for this thing. Because again, I still have to be able to fit 2 of these machines here. And still be able to supply them with parts. Which right now does not look like it's going to happen. I mean, it could. I'd have to probably put it over here. Which means this is going to get really crazy over here. How full is this thing? Because I might have to... I may have to change the angle of this. In order for this thing to fit in here. I got all kinds of area over here. But I really don't want to put them over there because they still have to get... Basically, I have... just so you guys understand what I'm trying to do here. I have 2 of these machines here. I need 2 more. All of them are going to feed 1 truck stop. And so all of them have to be able to feed into a single truck stop, which will be located over there. So this is going to be it's going to get really gnarly over here. And I've already got these overclocked a little bit. I mean, I suppose I could just do 1 and just produce more. Let me just look at that option. So if I max out this thing, I get almost 5 of each, which right now I'm doing 3 and 3. So I guess that's about the best I'm going to get. So that'll be okay, I suppose. How many is this thing producing up here? I don't even remember. 4? Maybe I don't need to. Let me just check this real quick. Whoosh. What's it producing? It's producing 5. Okay. As long as I can produce 5. Which, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. That's what we're going to do. So that'll get fed into this. And this is already sort of maxing out, right? It's already maxing out pretty good. So I can just tap off the end of this and send it on down the line here. And these are Mark 1 belts. Okay. This is going to get a bit gnarly. There we go. And already feeding in nicely. All right. Everything is now going as well as it can be. That's feeding in nicely. So feeding in nicely. All right. Now, these plates are for me, so I'm just going to take those. That was just me getting rid of a bunch of stuff. Get rid of this. All right. So now we just need to set up the truck stop. Get rid of all this crap in the way. All right. Now let's look at the requirements for the truck stop, or truck station, I should say. So the truck station can have a total of 2 inputs, as you can see. I need to make sure this thing can get in here okay. Let's see. I'm going to have to move this stuff because it's going to come in from over there. Yeah, that should be good. Thank you, Ada. Thank you, Ada. All right, so this will be loading. Replace with different fuel. No. You can see it has a lot there. Now, what I'd like to do is have it set up to where it doesn't go anywhere until it's full. In other words, I don't want it to load until it's full. I think there's a way to do that. But I haven't really done much with these yet, so this will be start base. Oh, as far as fuel goes, we will be working with a bunch of solid biofuel, which I'll be feeding into it. 'Cause I've got a bunch. It's at my other base, but I have a bunch. I'll be bringing it over. It doesn't take a lot of biofuel to get from there to here. But these are the two inputs right here. So, yeah. And right now, one of my inputs is sort of not in the best of spots right here. So, yeah. I can't put it here because you can see I can't do nothing with that. There's no way I'm going to get... See that? That's going to look awkward. So I'm going to move this. If I thought it would be worth it, I would... Am I going to have the same problem? I'm going to have the same actual problem right there. So I think I'm going to have to raise this line up so that way I can work around it. So that's what I'm going to do. Where's the smart plates that I took out of there? Okay. All right, so we're gonna take that down for a second. And we're going to oh boy, nope, I gotta be able to feed out of that one too, so nope. We're gonna go higher. Nope, wrong one. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. All right, there we go. Now I have a pretty good shot into that. I'll probably have to combine these two to get over there. Honestly, all of them could probably be combined into one, but here, let's put a merger in here. These things don't exactly move fast, so got plenty of this stuff. Let's do... And... There. Power. There, it is up and running. Oh. Okay. We are making, we've made some pretty good progress. So what'll happen now is I will work on a pathway that will lead this over to the other location. Now I'm not going to drive over there because I don't want to trigger that thing. But I'm going to essentially, I gotta have to move this container. So yeah, I got to move all the stuff out of this container because I want to free up the space, because we're going to go out that way. We're going to come in this way. Pretty much. I mean, I've got room. Let's start moving stuff over there. Put those in there too. More smart plating, which I'll take over and put in the thing. Put that in here. That. There we go. There, so this pathway is clear, so I'm going to go ahead and head back, and then we're going to wrap up the live stream here. So since this is something new, I will wait on doing the pathing parts and the new truck that will be doing all of the transport. We'll get it all situated on next stream. So if you like what we've done here, don't forget to hit that. Dang, I don't remember even touching him. Anyway, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you're on YouTube there, subscribe for more live content. I will be doing some regular staticky content soon. I'm gonna focus on probably things like blueprints, designs, and things like that. I haven't really decided how I'm, what the YouTube regular content will be. So that's why we're just focusing on the live streams right now. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 o'clock Central Time to around 10-ish, which is where we're at right now. And, yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up. So, thank you for coming out. Have a good evening. We'll see you Friday.